How's it going, ladies and gents? Reverend Saint back again, and today I've got another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video for you guys, and today might just be a little bit ranty, talking about the subject of supply drops and the new weapons and stuff like that. And we're gonna get into that, man. I got some really strong opinions about it this time around, and a lot of people did not exactly realize exactly what they just did to screw a lot of people over. Now, I did not participate. I was not screwed over by this, but I still think it is extremely shady and unfair, so we're going to get into that here in just a second. Nobody on Twitter complained about it, and I was like, wow, people complain more about just random supply drops in general last time. This time, in my opinion, there's something real to complain about, and nobody is, so we're going to get into that here in a second. But first, this gameplay is 44 and 8, decided to use the Man of War. It's the first time I've used this gun in a long time, eons even. And man, it rips now after all those buffs, dude. It is solid. I go on a pretty good kill streak in this game, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Get a nice 3-piece, oh baby, a triple. Yeah, that's solid, man. I don't know what they did to the gun, but it's just so freaking good now, man. So I definitely recommend you guys give that a shot next time you're playing some Call of Duty. Now, let's get into the topic at hand, all right? Activision just kind of snuck in and released new weapons today, and the reason I suppose why they didn't really make a big announcement was because of what the terrible tragedy that happened over in Belgium, in Brussels. Obviously, that is terrible. Thoughts are with all the people who were affected by that. It is a terrible, terrible thing that had happened. I think we all understand that and respect them for it, and that's probably why Activision didn't make a big deal about, hey, guess what's coming out today? New weapons, which is cool, but they still release them, which I also think is cool, to not, like, you know, not give the terrorists their time of day, you know? All right, you guys are going to go do this terrible thing, and we're going to let it affect us so much that we're not going to do what we're going to do in a day. That's just bad. That's like letting them win, you know? But still, nonetheless, I respect them for being respectful about it and releasing it kind of on the low key today. We'll probably get more big announcements tomorrow. They'll probably pop up more and be like, oh my god, hey, check this out, you know? But here's my issue, man. Here's the big issue that I have, all right? This past weekend, actually, for the past 2 weeks, they've done this thing called Bribe the Black Market on the weekends, right? The first time you got a specialist theme guaranteed. Who gives a crap? Those things are common as heck anyway. You already have most of them. It's not a big deal. Nobody really cared, you know? I made a video about it, talking about it, and yeah, I do apologize for the weird pauses. I have the coffee burps right now. It's kind of awkward. Anyway, so I made a video about that, and then this past weekend I also made a video about it. They did a 50% off Bribe the Black Market, so you get you just get 50% extra rare supply drops, right? That doesn't sound too bad. Still no guaranteed weapon, but, you know, well, it's not bad. You get extra chances for the same amount of money as you would previously get less. So, yeah, a lot of people, I'm sure, went through with that. A lot of people spent money on that. They did that to get you to buy more COD points, to buy more credits, to spend more money, to get more supply drops. That's the whole point behind it. But 2 days later, they released new weapons. And that deal is now over. That is the shadiest, greediest, most freaking manipulative piece of crap move I've ever seen a video game take, man. And I've seen a lot of crap moves from publishers in my day as far as microtransactions goes. They've been around for such a long time. They're really starting to pepper the FPS community now, and this is just ridiculous, dude. They just literally screwed a bunch of people who spent money on that 50% off deal, and there's no justification for that. That's like, hey, here, buy more, but guess what? You're not going to get the full capability that we're going to release 2 freaking days later, because you're going to have to buy more at full price at that point in time. That, to me, it blows my mind, dude. And this isn't Treyarch. This isn't the developer. This is the publisher. This is Activision. They're the ones making... It's not like they're not making enough money off of supply drops already. I heard a rumor of what the metrics were for these things, and it's just a rumor, but it was somewhere around the tens of millions of dollars. At least that is what I heard. That is a lot of freaking money just from supply drops. That is the amount of money of smaller games make over their lifetime, man. That is insane amounts of money just to have a extremely small chance of getting a new weapon that they just put into the game. That, to me, blows my mind that they would pull this over on people, and people aren't even worried. People aren't even I didn't see anyone mention this. I'm like, am I the only person that just realized how badly they screwed everybody over who spent money on that bribe to get 50% extra? Now, I do realize that if you were smart and you were like, I'm gonna take advantage of this now, get these COD points, and then, actually, no, wait, that doesn't even work. That doesn't even work because it's not for the COD points. You spend 1,000 and then you get 50% more after you spend the 1,000 COD points. You spend the $10 or whatever to get enough money for the bribery, and then the bribery itself gives you extra rare supply drops. So that doesn't even work out, man. You couldn't like, okay, I'm gonna buy the COD points now 50% off, because it wasn't the COD points that were 50% off. It was the supply drops. The supply drops for 50% off COD points. Anyway, that's it. To me, that's just shady. I'm not going to be buying any supply drops this time around unless they do a guaranteed weapon drop here pretty soon. Then I'll probably buy some COD points and try to get the weapons I want. You saw me use the MX Garand in this game. I picked it up off somebody. That thing rips, dude. The chances of getting that are so freaking low, dude. You guys know how much money I spent. I've talked about it multiple times on supply drops last time around trying to get that gun and didn't get it. To me, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are your guys' opinion on it? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like in the comment down below. Don't forget to share it with your friends. And if you have not, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys tomorrow for yet another video. Peace!